Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. It's all happening this week. Frontier have finally broken cover on Update 15, with an update on the update, so to speak. Update 15 is going to be flagged, not for April, but for May. There, I've said it. Let's dive into what else is going to be included. So it's not all plain sailing, with the first update on the update being that Update 15 is delayed. Originally touted for an April release, it's now moved to a May release, just because they can get through some user acceptance testing and make things go all smoothly. And that's a welcome attitude from Frontier. I know we all want the update, we all want new changes, new content, the next phase of the war. But I'd rather have a release that's stable with less problems than have one quickly. And that's my point of view. I know people want the stuff now, but hey, I think it's a good pragmatic approach. Next up is Update 15 is set to build on the narrative and unlock the next major stage of the Thargoid War. A lot's been said, it's really us against the Thargoids, and they do operate with a level of autonomy. They say this will be about amongst the biggest moments in the game to date, and they're all very excited to see how us as commanders in the community are going to react. To allow the necessary time for development and ensure the update meets expectations, this is when they drop the hammer. It'll be released in May. And if it's going to make it an in-game spectacle, like I've just said, why not? Okay? Why not? When in May, they're not saying, but I assume probably towards the end or middle of April, we're going to get a possible release date. Last year announced that there's going to be a major feature undergoing a bit of rework inside the game. There was lots of people wondering what that was going to be. Personally, I think that's going to be power play. I think we're already seeing items in Galnet allude to it with the political aspect of the power play leaders, the in-game political leaders. That's got to be it. I think power play does need an awful lot of work. I think we need new modules. I think we need a new way of getting the power play modules. And there should be a little bit of a bonus for you being aligned with a power. For example, if you are aligned to a power and you're being attacked by certain ships that are against that power, why can't the power that you're aligned to come and help you? That's just me on the old wish list. What they say is that last year they announced a major update would rework a long-standing feature. It's still being investigated, however, a number of changes, not least the Thargoid War itself, have required their attention as a priority, and they'll update towards the end of the year. Ooh, look at that. That sounds quite good, doesn't it? Towards the end of the year. Something to look forward, and they say Christmas comes twice a year. Well, it does for me. Now here's something worthy of note. The player-made factions element of the game is closing. Player-made factions have played a key role in expressing the community's will over the shape of the bubble. This goal is at heart of the plans of Elite and reflected in the Thargoid War. Frontier's focus is now turning to investigate how upcoming systems will allow every player and player group to have a meaningful impact on the galaxy's landscape. This means we'll be closing applications for player-made factions. However, we will process any remaining applications. So if you're thinking about getting a player-made faction in-game, best to apply now or forever hold your pieces, as they say. In more news, and good news for console players, depending on how you look at it, the console profile transfer portal is now going to be returning in April. This is good stuff. It closed down and everybody with a console was like, oh, I missed it. Oh my God, what's going on? I can't transfer my commander. Well, and as mentioned on the live stream, the introduction of live and legacy modes required Frontier to pause the console profile transfer portal in November of 2022, last year, and it only ran for a short period of time. They're now ready to begin processing further requests and will reopen the portal in April, as I mentioned. They're pleased to announce that this is far more a complete process than they anticipated, and they look forward to more console commanders joining on PC, especially to enjoy the features offered by Odyssey. And that leads us on to the next element as well. That, just to be clear on console transfers, not everything is transferred over. What isn't transferred is your ARX balance, your squadron membership, your friend list, block list and private groups, your current mission progress, fleet carriers and their contents, so you're going to have to ditch that fleet carrier, power play power and minor faction reputations, power affiliations and vouchers, NPC crew and bookmarks. However, you will be able to transfer over your commander name if that's not already taken or in use on another PC account. If it is taken, you'll be able to choose another one in the application process. Ships and all modules fitted to them will be included. So will credits, not ARCs, but credits. All modules in storage, your Hollow Me effigy, SRVs and SLFs, engineering materials, engineer reputation, superpower military ranks, permits, codex discoveries, tech broker progress, and all livery items that have been purchased with ARCs, e.g. paint jobs, bobbleheads, ship kits. So, just so we know. And I've got a video out there which I'll put in the description that details the process a little further. The premise of Live and Legacy mode was introduced with Update 14 version 4, where Live mode would receive all the updates and narrative updates, and Legacy mode would be kind of frozen in time for those commanders, I suppose, who want to stay on that particular mode and like a bit of nostalgia. So, Live mode will become the default mode for download. And Frontier say that this will encourage new players to try the main version of Elite, with access to all those updates and narrative, while keeping Legacy as an optional alternative. Implementing this change will cause an update to appear for all Steam users, and Legacy players will need to re-download that version to continue playing. Existing players who play on the main version, the live version of Elite that currently are experiencing all the narrative updates, will not require an update at that stage. This will have no effect on the save files, so if Legacy is your preferred mode, you can continue playing normally once it's re-downloaded. Now, there's several major items here that we've covered in this update to Update 15. The primary one, I think, is the player factions that's closing. Also, that Update 15 is going to be delayed, but like I say, I'd much rather have a solid product as to one that's been rushed out. Other items of note, the console profile transfer process is going to be back in business, and that's a good thing for all the console players who have taken the leap of faith to go over to PC gaming. I know it's a sore subject. Anyway, that was the update to Update 15. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Ricardo. Please check out more videos in the Elite Dangerous series and like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'll see you soon.